Hello everyone, again I am RD Nayak inviting you all to RDN Education Hub. Previously I had hinted you about the introductory part of Mahatma Gandhi, and for your betterment I would like to hint the same again a little bit so that you can able to understand the thing in better way. I had told you earlier that Mahatma Gandhi was a great figure of the world. He was a man of truth. He was a staunch lover of humanity and messenger of peace. He is the real example of non-violence and a strong believer of God. In a line, he was an idealist, pragmatist, naturalist and realist, you can say. On the other hand, he was a man of morality and spirituality. He was a karma yogi in real sense, in true sense, because he was giving much more importance on the dignity of labor. He was a great social reformer in reality and believer of unity. Not only that, he put a great emphasis on character building. However, he was not in favor of technological skill. Rather, he wanted to push forward the cottage industry. So, as a harbinger of equality, he was always in favor of the people, and particularly while we are going to stress the educational philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi. Educational philosophy. Let me write educational philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi, M.K. Gandhi. At that time, we should remember how Mahatma Gandhi wanted to push forward the educational skill of the Indian people. While he came back from England, at that very moment, he realized that we are under the reign of the Britishers, and he wanted to find out the causes, and ultimately the thing what is coming to his hand was that lack of education, because most of the above your 90% your people of India were illiterate at that time, and because of that the Britishers took the opportunity and we became rule under them. That is why Mahatma Gandhi always intended to sublimate the things in right direction so that ultimately good results will come and India will get your freedom ultimately. That is why he wanted to study the entire society of India, starting from your village area up to the urban one, and he found that the urban people, they are somehow nourished, but the people of rural areas, they were not so educated, not so conscious about your good things. That is why he wanted to give much more importance to the villagers. However, he wanted to develop such a type of educational system in India by dint of which the destiny of India can be well shaped. That is why he published an article in his Harijan newspaper in 1937, and it was the month of July, and that is on 31st of July. He wrote about the details about the educational system, what we should give importance in Indian context so that everybody will get benefit. And ultimately, नई तालीम, बुनियादी शिक्षा और वर्धा scheme or basic education came forward. I will tell you later on about that. But prior to that, what he defined in his own words about the education, let us give importance on that. What he said? M.K. Gandhi said. M.K. Gandhi, what he said about education? By education, I mean an all round drawing out of the best in child and man, body, mind and spirit. My dear student, if we want to go to the depth of the educational philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi, then it is better to understand the definition what is being given by him in his own words. So let us try to analyze this pinpointedly. He said, by education I mean. So this is your version of Mahatma Gandhi himself. That is why he wrote, I mean. That means, according to him, education is what? So in the first point, we can say all round. The very first point. Let me find out the points first. And all round. All round. It means what? Our complete development. Complete development means overall development. In which aspects? He put emphasis on physical aspects, B, mental aspects, C, intellectual aspects, D, social aspects, E, that is emotional aspects, F, that is cultural aspect, G, that is political, H, that is economical, I, that is aesthetic, and like that your J, moral aspects, and K, spiritual aspects. Like that, we have several aspects to be considered. All round development means, according to Gandhi, the first one is your physical development. You might have remember the quotation what is given by Mahatma Gandhi in all your aspects of his life. What he said? He said that physical development should be given the utmost priority, because without a good physique we cannot promote ourselves. It makes an individual healthy and wealthy. Without a good physique, without a good health, we cannot promote our mental boundary. That is why he gave much more importance on the physical aspects. Physical aspects in the sense, it relates with physical exercises. Physical exercises. Then in that your point we can also consider yoga, asana, pranayam, and other things by which we can promote the physical development of a child. So if a child possesses a very good health, then he can able to solve every problems in his life without any your plight, without any your problem. Then let us come to the next point. What is that? Your mental development. Mental development means it is related with the physical aspects. If you have a good your physique, if you have a good health, then you can able to concentrate your mind in better way. And if you are just concentrating yourself in mental your horizon, then your intellectual promotion will be smoother. So like this, social aspect means it is the your things related to society. We are there in the society, we live in the society, and we have to avoid several your things that is very much considered in the society. So the norms and standards, the rules and regulations, and the means of behavior, manner, everything should be considered in your right fashion, so that ultimately we can turn into a good citizen. Then come to emotional aspect. As you know, emotional stability is very much essential. Take for example Mahatma Gandhi. He wanted to bring peace in the society, but while he went forward to realize those things, at that very moment many people commented him in your ways. So he did not take care of your things, and he did not pay any type of heed towards that. So he was emotionally stable, and unless and until we will emotionally stable, we cannot make the thing your right. So this emotional aspect gives us your peace. Then culture means it is the in toto of everything what we generally follow in our day-to-day life. Take for example, since early morning we are following different types of things. On the other hand, we have different types of culture, we have different types of faith, we have different types of languages. So culture is the aggregation of everything what is being followed by us in our day-to-day life for a smooth and a better peaceful life. So there is another aspect, that is political. Political means we need a good administration. Without good administration, we cannot restore peace in the society. We cannot restore or invite your peace or solidarity in the society, in the state. That is why political knowledge is very much essential. Then the next thing is economical promotion. As we know that most of the people, Gandhiji particularly he realized that most of the Indians are poor, they are downtrodden. That is why we must have to live them in your better manner, so that they will be economically well off, and our society become your smoother. The next thing is aesthetic sense, in the sense that we have to give importance on the good things. Aesthetic does not indicate only the beauty, it indicates everything what is with us in our day-to-day life for our betterment, and the things what is being considered by the most of the people, that should be come under the purview of aesthetic sense. So we must have to promote our aesthetic, your development, aesthetic, your aspect. Then the most your formidable and important your aspect is moral development. Moral development. Gandhiji gave importance on moral development. Why moral development? Moral development means this is a power. This is a sort of your power which makes a man conscious to indicate that which one is right, which one is your wrong. And it is the distinction point between good and virtues. And you can say when we are capable to consider that this is the right thing and that is the your bad thing, then that is the your best indication of the moral, your development, moral power. And the last aspect is spiritual aspect. Spiritual aspect means it is more your super than the moral aspect. In moral aspect, we are capable to understand what is right and what is your wrong. But while we will actualize the things in real sense by dedicating oneself to the work without any self, that means when you are going to render your selfless service, at that very moment we can say this is your spiritual development. So all these your aspects are being given emphasis on the your definition of Mahatma Gandhi in the very first your phases, in the very first point, all round. Then come to the drawing out. Drawing out. Second point, drawing out. Drawing out of the best. Drawing out of the best. As you know that man is a superior animal and he is social. Special pronoun is used before his name. Social animal. Why we are social? Because we are capable. We are able as compared to other creatures. We are superior. We are supreme because we have some your power within us. And what we call innate power. What we call innate power. In other words, you can say it is endowments, innate endowments. So, innate power or endowments, these things must be taken into consideration to make an individual a better citizen. While a small baby is born, he needs a good environment and we have to provide them. And before going to provide him a better environment, we should try to recognize the innate power or endowments, what is being dormant in the minds of your small child. And while we will recognize those your innate powers or endowments, then we will take the right action and right activities and we will provide him a better environment so that your innate powers, the innate powers which are in latent condition must be your flourished, must be nourished in a better way. Those latent powers must be your nurtured in a better way so that he can able to your develop your innate powers in real sense. So all these your development can make him a good citizen. So drawing out of the best, as I said you earlier that these are your latent powers, what is your inborn qualities you can say, and we can able to promote them by providing a suitable environment, congenial environment. So all these innate endowments must be recognized, must be identified in advance so that better your promotion can be done at the end. So this is the various steps to promote those latent power into a greater extent, that means to its best level. So after that, let us come to the point number 3. Gandhiji has used 2 words specifically. First, a child, and then man. Child means immature. Immature, and he is immature in the sense he does not know the reality of the society, and we have to provide them right environment, and we have to give them a suitable environment so that his ultimate development can be possible. So this child, while he born, at that time he became immature. So we have to make him mature so that he can turn into a real man. Man means a man of character. A man of character. Character with social feelings, you can say. Social feelings. So, child is immature and man is matured. So, how that can be possible? Through the help of your better education, through the help of providing him a better environment. So, better environment and right things, provision of right things can make him a good individual, a responsible citizen. ठीक है? So, this is your means of making a small child into a responsible citizen. Then, in the last phase of his definition, Mahatma Gandhi has given importance on three things, that is body. The word body refers to your physical development. Physical development. As I have discussed earlier, that without physical development, our mental development cannot be possible. And this physical development is also related with what? Health. Good health. Good health. Then the next word is mind. What is emphasized by Gandhiji in his definition? Mind means mental or intellectual development. Intellectual development. Then number 7 is spirit. In real sense, spirit means soul, but here spiritual development. Spiritual development. As I have said you earlier, discussed earlier, that what is moral development and what is spiritual development. Spiritual development means it is the development of selfless character, where the selfish attitude, self-vested interest of the people are totally ignored, that is disappeared, and ultimately that particular individual will turn into a spiritual being, and he always finds his way to mingle his soul with the soul of your Almighty. As you know, we have a soul, that is individual soul. Individual soul. And there is another, your soul, that is universal soul. Universal soul. Universal soul is related with God, and individual soul is self, the individual himself. So, everybody wants to mingle his soul with the soul of the Almighty. What the idealist people say. Idealist people are those people who strongly believes your presence of God in this world, and this is the God who controls and regulates every activities of human being, and without his permission nothing can be done, nothing can be achieved, nothing can be happened in this world. So these three things of Mahatma Gandhi create 4 H's. What is 4 H's? One is your hand. It is related with body. Hand. And another one is what? Health. It is also related with your body, that is physical development. Then your heart. Heart means your mind. Heart. This is 1H, 2H, this is 3H. And last one is what? Your head. Head is of course related with mind, and heart you can say related with your spirit. So Mahatma Gandhi had given emphasis on 4 H's in real sense to make an individual a solid one. So, as you know, the spiritual development, let me define it in more accurate way. First of all, we have to give emphasis for the development of a better physique for a child, and that your better physique can promote the mental horizon, and then that will transform the mind of the child into a spiritual being. Here we can say that the definition of Mahatma Gandhi has given given emphasis to every aspect by which we can have a good your mind, and we can able to promote ourselves as a good your human being. So this is the explanation of Mahatma Gandhi's educational definitions, and on the basis of which everything what I have said you earlier in the introduction and the initial phase of this your lecture, you can able to identify that what is the your depth of Mahatma Gandhi's definitions. So let me finish off the task here for the present your time, and next time we will talk the your later part of Mahatma Gandhi's educational philosophy. Till then, goodbye.